I wonder how it can be that Greeks, Germans, Jews, Italians, Mexicans, and everybody but me down south can ride in the trains, streetcars, and buses without any fusses. But when I come along, pure American, they gotta sign up for me to ride behind. Color. My folks and my folks' folks and their folks before have been here 300 years or more. Yet any foreigner from Polish to Dutch rides anywhere he wants and is not subject to such treatment as my fellow men give me in this land of the free. Dixie, you ought to get wise and be civilized and take down those colored signs for Americans to ride behind. Langston Hughes, The Best of Simple. This book was my introduction into black writers, black books, and it came at a very pivotal time. It came at my last year in high school. It was a life changer for me because it started a journey that continued until this day. From Langston Hughes, I was introduced to the narrative of the life of Frederick Douglass. And this was my first slave narrative. And when I read this book, I cried, I felt angry, but I was also motivated by this book to see what my ancestors went through during that time. The journey continued to Malcolm X. The Autobiography of Malcolm X. When I discovered this book and I started reading it, I couldn't stop. I spent the whole night until I finished this book. And one of the things that I really respect about Malcolm X is he came from the streets and he transformed his life to someone that was now on the streets fighting for his people. Malcolm X credits reading for his transformation, discovering his history, knowing thyself. Booklets, Empak Publishing did these small but very important booklets, and I was introduced to African Kings and Queens. I was introduced to scientists, inventors. I was introduced to the freedom fighters, people that fought for me, people that died for me. I was introduced to those people. A name, a beginning, but not the end of the journey. The middle passage, for those who doesn't want to read words, this book is images. Tom Feelings, he created images to illustrate the middle passage, and that's our transition from Africa, for those that were stolen from Africa, I should say, and brought to the Americas in bondage. This book is an illustration of that passage. Some very powerful images. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of these images. They're part of your history. They're part of you.